Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the TCU Horned Frog. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road.
He uncorks one deep. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Cummings. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. He'll keep it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Send its offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offense
unleashes one deep. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by just 4 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to play cornerback out there on an island with all the routes they can run. And you can tell that's a timing route. He busts an out route. Cornerback reads it really, really well. Gets his hand out there, knocks the ball down. Nice play.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set. 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now adjusting. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to get to it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense doing work. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Caught behind the line. It's Cummings. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 48, TCU 14.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll throw it on 1st down. The quick out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not...
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's James. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a...
Fake spike now looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Fires to the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A designed run for the quarterback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He wants to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on first and goal.
42 Spider.
Powers forward. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? On the move. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
14.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack.
Off he goes. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man,
And this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. Put a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
TCU, 21.
Fair catch called for and made. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Getting some heat. Batted into the air, and it's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Hoover. Pocket starts to collapse. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The Horned Frogs in the hurry up. Trying to find his man on first down. Buys a little time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 2 over ULM. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Hoover. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On second down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We waited so long to start the season.